And welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with me, your host, Alan. And today I am flying solo, rolling solo. Normally, Mr. Rapid Dave joins me, my co-host on Strikeout here. But he's being very selfish right now. He went on vacation on a Wednesday. He's going to be gone today, tomorrow, Friday. He's not back till next week. So not only do I got to do my what if reaction video by myself, I got to do my Titans reaction video all by myself. He didn't consult me on this, think about me, any of that. He's just being selfish with this, and it's just very upsetting. It's very upsetting. But nevertheless, we will power through and power on. And today we ponder the question, what if Doctor Strange lost his heart? Episode number 4 of What If. This episode was awesome. I absolutely love this episode. It's setting so many things up. So much happens in this. It starts off a little bit slow, but essentially what the situation in this one is, what if he lost his heart? And in reference to his heart, is talking about Dr. Christine Palmer. What if she dies? So he doesn't lose his hands in this situation. He loses Christine. After that happens, he still goes down the same path, searching for answers and things like that, and still becomes Doctor Strange, fights off Dormammu, becomes a Sorcerer Supreme. All that still happens. Then one day he's sitting there in the Sanctum Storm, and he's just got the eye, and he's just pondering, hey, go back, I can save her. Wong comes up there, he's like, it's as late at night. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just sitting here pondering bad decisions, essentially. He's like, well, why don't you come? I'm going to go put a pot of tea on. Come with me before you make one of those bad decisions. And next thing you know, he grabs the eye, goes back in time, and then just gets stuck in this never-ending loop of her dying. No matter what he does, how the situation changes, she dies every single time, and it takes you through it time and time and time and time again, to where you start to feel that gut-wrenching feeling that he's feeling. It really puts you in his shoes so that you see how he was feeling with it. And then after the final time that he tries, the Ancient One shows up and lets him know, look, this is an absolute point. You can't change an absolute point. This is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. To which he says, no, there's ways. There's the lost library of Callisto, the lost books. I can go there. There's so much more I can look into. There's so much more I can read. And Ancient was, well, if you're not going to stop, I have no choice but to stop you. And they fight. She blasts. He shows up at the library and starts doing his research. He's going through there, reading all these books, studying all these books, and he's learning he needs more power, more power, more power, more power. In order to get that, he's got to get that from other beings, other creatures, powerful creatures. And the first one he summons up is the same one from episode 1 with Agent Carter, the one that takes her away, that squid-like creature. And that's where he learns that, you can't just talk to them and bargain with them. You actually have to take the power. So he starts off small and works his way all the way up. He's getting more powerful. And then this is where you have the first instance where Uatu the Watcher says something. He's like, I should intervene. He's going down a dark path, but there's no point in me intervening because he won't listen to me. And saving one universe versus all of the universes, it's not worth it. This is just one universe in a multiverse of it. And Doctor Strange hears him. He's like, what? Who's there? So you've got that first instance of him, because Uatu the Watcher, again, he's only supposed to be there just to watch. He does eventually intervene in the comics when it comes to Galactus, when it comes to something that will end it all. So this is kind of what it's building towards. This is building towards him, I think, eventually intervening at some point in time. I don't know if it's going to be during the What If series maybe during Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You don't know where, but I think eventually it will lead to him intervening, like he eventually does. And shortly after that, you find out the Ancient One shows up, or he's talking to him, and you find out Doctor Strange is two. And the Ancient Ones basically split him into two halves. One that doesn't use the eye to go back in time and stay on that good path, and then you have the one who does go back in time and goes through the loop and goes through getting more power, and you find out he's been doing this for centuries and centuries, and that the only way for him to really do it and succeed in what he's trying to do, reverse his absolute point, is for them to merge back together as one. And then you have him seeking out the good. You got bad Doctor Strange essentially, and good Doctor Strange, and he seeks him out and finds him. And the battle was awesome. Um, and as he's going through, and the evil Doctor Strange kind of he wins over, and he saves Christine, not Rachel. Christine, the actress is Rachel McAdams, but saves Christine, but only to the detriment of the entire universe. And as he sees it all caving in, he pleads to the Watcher, "Help! I know you can do this. I know you're there, Uatu." And they have an interaction, and they're talking to each other, and he's telling him, "Help me. I know you can reverse this. You're a god. You have the power. You have the ability to do it." And he just straight looks at me and says, "No, I can't. I'm not going to." And he's like, "Just save her, save the universe, take it out on me." He's like, "I would if I could, because you definitely need to be punished, but I can't." And it ends with that universe essentially ending. Christine goes away, and it's just Doctor Strange in this bubble of, and he's just a broken man, just crying like, "What did I do? What did I do?" Um, this episode was This this was right up there with the T'Challa episode for me. I thought this was a great episode. I absolutely loved it. Just it was gut wrenching the way that they pulled you through that time loop where it's just time after time after time after time again. They're killing Christine, and you've got the battle. You've got the acknowledgement of the multiverse and the different timelines, and the Ancient One who, back in Avengers, saying, we've got this timeline here and we've got to stay on this. Well, she went and split the two Doctor Stranges apart, so you had two different versions of him in the same exact timeline. Because she knew that Doctor Strange was the only one who could possibly stop Doctor Strange. But yeah, great episode. I really loved it. I love that we're now getting Uatu interacting. I think you're going to get more of that kind of going forward. All in all, again, great episode. Check it out. I mean, hopefully you guys have already watched it before you watch this video, because if not, I've spoiled everything for you. That's why I got spoilers in the headline, in the title. So hopefully you didn't stick through all that and be like, "Man, I didn't even watch it yet." But thank you guys so much for checking it out. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. Not only am I doing the reactions to What If, the reactions to the Titans, which I'll have that video out tomorrow. This weekend, I'll have my reaction for Shang-Chi that's coming out this weekend, which I'm super excited about that coming out. I am also reviewing a bunch of like older movies, TV shows, things like that. If there's anything that you want me to watch and react to, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Send me an email at parttimenerdpodcast@gmail.com. But again, guys, thank you so much. Until next time, talk to you later. Deuces.